The biggest problem with this framework is because of the punishment that it actually involves. The company has not shied away from saying that they will actually use the pick rates in order to discipline their members. The goal just keeps moving and moving. It's never enough for this company. So that's one. The second one is about the pay. So the pay rates, we're not greedy. We're asking for reasonable so we can keep up with the cost of living, even just on top of the inflation. That's all we're asking for, not asking for much. And the third one, across all the sheds, we want an actual ability that it doesn't matter which Woolworths shed that you work for, you'll get the same pay, same rights, same treatment. The safety aspect, I'm worried for the workers because they're actually determined that they will move the goalposts, which would actually pretty much force my members to make sure that they reach that 100% where they will actually take shortcuts. And to us, safety first. We want to make sure that our members are here and they're safe, that they come home safe to their families.
There's an inquiry into supermarkets that's been looking at the pricing in supermarkets and how they treat suppliers. What scrutiny do you think it should have on workers for these companies as well?
I think they need to look at the company first before they look at the workers, because they're, at the end of the day, they're responsible for it. Well, this company is making a lot of money, and it's all about profits. For us, what we care about is safety. Woolworths, come on, get on the table here. We want a deal. We want to be able to get in there to make sure that these workers can actually serve for the families. It's come to a halt. They've given us nothing. They've asked us to, we've actually taken concessions on a lot of what we're asking for, but they haven't come to the table. It's never enough for them.
Yeah, I think just... So I'm Jacob. I'm a worker here at EPDC, and I think what Sharon was saying about the framework, it's important, to look at it in the big picture, but it's also important to look at it from the perspective of normal workers like these guys, right? It creates kind of an atmosphere of uncertainty over your life at work and your life outside of work that doesn't quite go away. You wake up, you think, how am I feeling today? Can I go to work and can I hit 100%? Then you're at work, you're worried about keeping it up to 100% with all the variables throughout the day, and then you finish and you're worried about resting up and recovering for your next shift where you're going to have to hit 100%. And it's simply not realistic to do that every day for the term of someone's employment.
Can you explain, just for people who wouldn't know, what it's like to be working with
So the way that the engineered standards work is that whenever you're doing a task or a function in the warehouse, you're given a goal time, a theoretical optimal time that the company thinks that you should be able to do the task in, and then you're constantly monitored, and then when the task is complete, your actual time is measured against the goal and you're given a percentage. And that's live, monitoring every second of every job, every day. Throughout your shift, you're given updates. You're at 80% to the day, or you're at 90% for the day. And then when you finish, you're given a final shift average of what you were at. So it's always there in the back of a worker's mind because the company has set up a system that reminds them what their goal time is and what their actual performance is multiple times throughout their shift.
How are you feeling about how negotiations are going?
Look, I would echo what Sharon said. It's quite a lot of stonewalling. There has not been very much movement from the company at all. I think about 8 meetings so far over the course of 6 months. Sharon mentioned, we made concessions. That was after an offer from the company had been rejected, and since that offer has been rejected, they've put nothing else forward. So I would agree that this is really the only recourse we have left for us to get a good and fair deal.
Anything else to add?
No, not from me.